Pastor David got up from praying on his knees, when he picked up his phone and noticed a voice message. He dialed and listened. It was Jeff Barron who left the message. "Hi Pastor David. Just calling to let you know that my father was shot dead by those guys that attacked you." Pastor David stiffened. What could he have done for them to kill him? He thought as he hurriedly entered the room to inform Rose, and together they drove out to Mr. Barron's house. He remembered the way Mr. Barron felt about the behavior of that guy and knew he must have gone all out against him. They drove in silence until they got to the house. Police were still at the crime scene, but the body had been moved to the morgue because he was confirmed dead immediately. Mr. Barron lost his wife a few years before, and with the children all grown up and gone, the house was left deserted. Pastor David and Rose thought they were going to meet Jeff there, but he was not there, so they decided to turn their car around and leave when he drove in. "I am so sorry, Jeff," Pastor David said as he came to a halt by his car, opened the door and stepped out. "Thank you, Pastor. I really don't know why they went after my father like that. They shot him in the head just after he reported them to the police and sent me the case number," he said, wiping tears off his face. "I told him to let the matter go because the young man in question seemed to be nonchalant about who he hurt. I have met people like that, who think they have the world in their pocket, and it's because they have connections in high places. Can you imagine how short a time it took between the police station and sending me the case number for them to get information and killing him? I don't know what our society is turning to," Pastor David said, putting his hands on his shoulder. "I think they have an informant among the policemen. They called me to hand off, or else they will come after me, and then asked me to call my father if I was in doubt. When I called, a police officer picked up my call and informed me of his death. Please accept our condolence, Jeff," Rose comforted. "I wished he listened to me. He shouldn't have died this way," he said, and began to walk towards the house. "Please, if there is anything you want us to do, we will be available every step of the way, Jeff," Pastor David said, patting him on the shoulder. "I will do, Pastor. I will meet with my siblings to plan the funeral. It will be our honor if you will handle it," he said. "It will be my honor too," Pastor David said. "Thank you, Pastor, and I am also sorry for the loss you suffered in the fire. That is nothing compared to the loss of life, Jeff." Pastor David and Rose drove back to the church still in silence. They had been working very hard, trying to meet up with demands since the last Bible study. People were coming for counseling, prayers, and all kinds of spiritual needs. He could not thank God enough for the help he had sent to them. He was taken aback when Charles joined the team that morning, and wondered if he could cope with the life of absolute dependence on God. He had to spend the rest of the morning on his knees praying to God to strengthen his faith, because he knew the first line of attack from the devil is always in the area of finance, especially for a man of his caliber who had worked at such a level of income.